The Gemara speaks about the various amounts that were used for Machzas HaShekel throughout history. Darkoinos, Slime, Tivin, then they wanted Dinrin. They didn't allow them to go that far down. The machlokes between the Rambam and the Ravid on how to explain the Gemara. Rambam learns that when we speak about Darkoinos being donated for Machzas HaShekel, what the Gemara means is that they used half of the most popular currency. The Chatzi HaMatzbeya HaYotze B'Yisei Makom. So the Mishnah speaks about Darkoinos being given. Mishnah really means half a Darkoin. The Mishnah speaks about a Sela, half a Sela. When the Mishnah speaks about Tivin, which is a half a Sela, it actually stopped there. It couldn't go below that. And they gave Tivin. So according to the Rambam, the point of Machzas Shekel is that it should be a half coin, a half of the going coin in that area, in that locale, at that point in history. The Rava disagrees. He says that when the Mishnah says they contributed a darkoin, the Mishnah means literally they gave darkoinis, a full darkoin, which was equal to 2 slime. When the Mishnah speaks about them giving a sela, it means literally a sela, and so on and so forth. And the Ravid explains, the point is not so much to get a half. When the Torah says give Machzas HaShekel, the Torah was speaking about value. Throughout history, your contribution needs to equal the value of Machzas Shekel Shal Torah, Esrim Gera, whatever it is. Today it's been determined that it's around 10 grams of pure silver. That was the weight of the Machzas Shekel Shal Torah. A friend of mine, Rabbi Reich, here in the Kollel, he actually put out a sefer a couple of years ago, Mesuris HaShekel. He's an expert on the shkolim and the currencies of the Chazal and Shal Torah. So he actually has a ancient 2,000-year-old Machzas Shekel in his possession. So we have that idea. We know the weight and the value of the ancient Machzas Shekel. And according to the Ravid, anything that we give today has to be equal to the value of the Machzas HaShekel Shal Torah. But the point is not half. The Rambam says it has to be a half coin. Half a darkoin, or today it would be half a dollar. Reb Chaim Kanievsky says that when we speak about half the matbeya, apparently we mean the matbeya which is the most commonly used denomination, the most commonly used currency in America would be the dollar. So a half a dollar would conform to the Rambam's Machzas HaShekel, provided it has the right value. Otherwise you have to add to that. But when we speak about Chatzi Matbeya, it's half of the going coin. Whereas according to the Ravid, it's the value that's the primary determinant. Machzas HaShekel is speaking about value, not about half coins. I saw a very nice pshat that perhaps you could connect it to 2 drushes in the Gemara regarding the point and purpose of Machzas HaShekel, to mechaper for the Egel. According to one approach, the Egel took place at the midpoint of the day, the Chatzos, so you bring a Machzas HaShekel. That's what the Rambam holds. It's machzas, it has to be a half. The second pshat was that the chet took place at 6 hours in a day. So Machzas HaShekel has to be worth 6 of those garmeisen kois. That's the Ravid's approach. We look at value. And that determines the eligibility and the total chiyuv for Machzas HaShekel. In any case, Bizman Hazeh, we don't actually have the mitzvah in our Torah, but we do a zeicher Machzas HaShekel. In fact, the Ramah in Hilchos Megillah, Reb Chaim Tov Reish Tzadik Talad, brings here that there's a minute to give a matbeya, and he says, Machzis min matbeya hakavur ba'isem mokim ba'isem zman. You should bring a half coin of the matbeya which is used, more commonly used in that place, at that time, zeicher l'machzas HaShekel, that they would give during Adar, the time of the Beis HaMikdash. And he brings that, what type of coin should we give? 3 chatzoi gedolim. You should give 3 times, because, as we learned back on that base, do a 3 collection, 3 trumas. And you give 3 times, so you give 3 halves, zecher to those 3 trumas. Now, the Chavetz Chaim Bir Halacha brings that it is preferred to use a chashiv coin. So not just a half a grosh, a half a penny. It should be something of chashivas. Like today would be a half a dollar, or as Yisrael, half a shekel. Something that has chashivas. Now, apparently, the Ramah, who speaks about giving halves, he's not focusing on value, he's focusing on halves, is to accommodate Shitas Rambam. As we just mentioned, according to the Rambam, the point is it should be a half coin. Either Machzas HaShekel, or half a darka, half a sela, and today it would be half $1. If that's the Matzbeya, which is more commonly used in that place. So Rabbi Reich, he pointed out, he says that, yeah, that works where the dollar is the predominant coin, predominant currency. So a half $1 conforms to the Rambam. But he says some people have this misconception. Even here in Canada, some people will dafka do the Machzas Shekel with $0.50, which is really a bit of a confusing thing, because what's the point of doing a half a US dollar in Canada? If you're trying to conform to the Rambam specifically says it's a half of the coin which is used in that place. So it should be half a Canadian dollar, or half a pound in England, half a franc in Switzerland, etc., etc. So that's if you want to cover the Rambam, you do a half a coin of whatever is the matzbeya in that place. But actually, I saw in the Piskei Teshuvos, he brings that some machmer, they evaluate the value as well, right, to accommodate the Machzas HaShekel Shel Torah. And it's about 10 grams of pure silver. So some would add to the Machzas HaShekel until they get to the point that it equals the value as well of the Machzas HaShekel Shel Torah. If you take a look at the markets today, what is the value of 10 grams of pure silver? And based on that, they give the Machzas HaShekel.